Okay, let's take a look at exercise 9-9A, which will help you with your second homework assignment for chapter 9. So in this case, Zolnik Enterprises has 2 hourly employees, Kelly and John. Both employees earn overtime at the rate of 1.5 times the hourly rate for hours worked in excess of 40 hours per week. Assume that Social Security tax rate is 6% of the first $110,000 of wages, and Medicare tax is 1.5% of all earnings. Federal income tax withheld for Kelly and John was $260 and $220 respectively for the week of January, first week of January, and then they give us some information about hours worked and the rate per hour. So first, let's calculate the gross pay for each employee for the week. Okay, so for Kelly, we're going to have standard wages, and we'll have overtime wages. Hope you're okay with my abbreviations there. So for Kelly, we're going to have 40 hours times $32 per hour, which is $1,280. And then for overtime wages, she'll have 14 hours because she worked a total of 54 hours. And that will be by 32 times 1.5, or $48 per hour. That works to $672. So Kelly has gross wages of $1,952 for the week. Next, we'll take a look at John. So John's standard wages, 40 hours times $26 per hour. That equals $1,040. His overtime wages, he worked 4 hours extra, so that'll be times 26 times 1.5, which would be $39 per hour. So that's $156. So John's gross wages were $1,196. So that takes care of part A. $1,952 in gross wages for Kelly, $1,196 for John. So now B, we'll look at their net pay. So for Kelly, we'll have gross wages. Again, her gross wages from the problem up above, $1,952. And we're going to record cents for this one, so 00. And then we're going to subtract some withholding. So the first thing we'll subtract is her federal income tax withholding. And the problem gave us that amount at $260. So we'll subtract $260 for what we're going to send the government for her federal income taxes. Then we'll have Social Security. That's $1,952 times 6%. So that's $117.12. And then we'll have Medicare. And Medicare is 1.5% of 1952, or $29.28. So her net pay is going to be her gross wages minus these 3 deductions. So when I do that math, her net pay comes to $1,545.60. That's going to be the amount on her paycheck. Next, we'll take a look at John. So John's gross wages were $1,196. And his federal income tax withholding, according to the problem, was $220. His Social Security, again at 6%, comes to $71.76. And then his Medicare comes to, and that's 1.5% of $1,196. That comes to $17.94. So his net pay is $1,196 minus these 3 deductions. So I get a net pay for John of $886.30. That would be the amount on his paycheck. I hope this helps.